We woke up this morning from another below freezing night, a perfect storm for HVAC issues, frozen pipes, equipment strain. But joining us is Roe Rogers from Roe Rogers Air Conditioning and Heating to help us better care for the equipment that keeps our homes warm. Thank you so much for bringing us inside to see what we can do. Thank you, Roe Rogers.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about these extreme conditions. What kind of stress does the extreme weather put on our home heating system?
Having such cold temperatures put a lot of stress on the system because it's causing your system to run about 3 times the normal amount that it would have to run. I think I clocked my system last night running about 15, 20 minutes at a time, when usually it would probably run about 5, 6 minutes at a time. So it's about 2 to 3 times the amount of running power or running time, which is going to use more power and cause more stress on your systems. And of course, that's going to lead to breakdowns a little sooner a lot of times.
Oh, wow. Okay, so furnaces, heat pumps, they run longer during the cold snap. What common failures or breakdowns do you see in your field?
With gas heaters and furnaces, with gas furnaces, we typically see a lot of failed igniters, see a lot of failed blower motors, and a lot of control boards sticking. The relays on the control boards will stick and fail. And when it comes to the heat pumps, oftentimes we can see ice build up, which will cause a problem. And the outdoor heat pumps have outdoor control boards, and a lot of times they will malfunction during the extremely cold temperatures.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so for families using the space heaters or just using alternate heat sources, what are some of these don'ts that people often miss?
When it comes to space heaters, you want to be very careful. The very first thing is do not plug a space heater into an extension cord. And a lot of people think that the power strip is a surge protector. So not only should you not plug one into an extension cord, but you should not plug one into a power strip either. So when using space heaters, you want to plug them directly into the wall, into the power source. And another thing is, of course, you want to keep them away from combustible items and flammable things, 3 to 4 feet away from your bed, away from your couches, and things that could catch fire.
Some people will put their ovens on. I've heard of that. And I mean, what is that all about?
Right. Sometimes the ovens can provide heat, but we advise against that. It's probably better to get something like a heated blanket. And again, it's okay to use space heaters when used safely. I would recommend against using things like grills, ovens, and things that, especially a gas oven, or things that could produce, carbon monoxide. So it's best to use things that are recommended and designed directly for heating, such as, your heating systems or space heaters, but just be safe with it. And the heated blanket is a good idea, alternative.
Okay, and what's an improvement that we can make inside in our homes so that we can reduce the stress on our equipment?
One of the things that you want to make sure you do is have regular routine maintenance on your systems. A lot of people don't realize that HVAC systems are machines just like cars, and they're not designed like they were 30 years ago. So you have to have routine maintenance on them and get tune-ups, just like you would get an oil change or a tune-up on your vehicle. Other things you can do is insulate your attic. A lot of times your HVAC system is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's providing the heat, it's providing the cooling, but there's not enough insulation to keep it there. So as fast as it's working, the heat from the outside or the cold air from the outside is coming in and removing the work that the HVAC system has done.
Change your filter too. Okay, and okay, what are some things that we can look for if there is a problem, just so we know what to look out for?
First thing is, if your system is not working how it normally works, then there's probably something going on. And if you're hearing strange noises, if you're hearing knocking, if you're hearing a humming sound, but any strange noises, and the main thing is to pay attention to your thermostat. Usually when your system is operating properly, it's going to satisfy your thermostat. If you set it at 75 degrees and the house is staying around 60 or 5 degrees lower, then that usually indicates that there's something going on. But if the thermostat is working, if the system is working and the thermostat is satisfied, you want to look for noises and just watermarks or anything that's unusual.
Okay, thank you so much, Ro Rogers with Ro Rogers Heating and Air. Appreciate you taking your time. I know you are so busy.
Thank you. Have a great day. Stay warm.
Trying. All right. And we are going to take a short break. Be right back.